Kentuckyana's most trusted source for weather. Meteorologist Ken Schultz, Beth Andrews, Reed Gayton, and Chris Phillips. The WHAS 11 Storm Team.
This is how it looked early this morning as you were getting up. Heavy rain right along the Ohio River, very little to the north. A lot of rain, some heavy rain across central and south central Kentucky. And as the day wore on, that rainy picture just did not change very much. By noontime, looking at a solid area of moderately to heavy rain across southern Indiana and northern Kentucky. Also had a little low pressure system developing across south central Kentucky at this time, generating some heavy and severe thunderstorms. It was this particular area that eventually gave the tornado to Springfield in Washington County as that storm traveled to the north and to the northeast. By this evening, as we headed towards the evening hours, that storm pretty much dissipated and was moving off into West Virginia. Again, things were quieting down temporarily around the Louisville area, but as the evening wore on into the late nighttime hours, the heavy rain has returned. Quite a messy looking radar right at the moment with moderately heavy to heavy rain across much of southern Indiana, northern Kentucky. And here's the cold front that is pushing this activity through the region this evening. Behind the frontal system back through sections of southern Illinois, southeast Missouri, the rain has pretty much come to an end. This front's going to be passing through here over the next couple of hours. It's going to take a couple of hours to get through, but the steady rain will likely continue at least through 2, 3 o'clock this morning, this Sunday morning, as this front approaches and then eventually passes through the Louisville area. So again, we're not quite out of the woods, but we do kind of see the end in sight of this particular very wet, record-breaking wet weather pattern. Now let's take a look at NextRad radar and show you the current activity as we see it on our own radar. Showers and thunderstorms, some of those heavy to moderately heavy from south central Jefferson County. Looks like Okolona, Fern Creek getting heavy rain right now. Down through eastern sections of Bullitt County, the Bernheim Forest area, Lebanon Junction getting some heavy rain. Areas east of E-Town, looks like Sonora and Hardin County also getting a heavy downpour. And you go back towards Grayson County around Litchfield, this area, Caneyville, we're seeing some heavy downpours. Now, down around Bowling Green, right here, this pocket, there are some intense thunderstorms that were initially considered severe. A severe thunderstorm warning was out for parts of Simpson, Barron, Warren, and Logan counties, but that is expiring even as we speak. No other severe thunderstorm warnings, tornado warnings in effect, but what we do have are flash flood warnings in effect for basically the entire viewing area until midnight tonight, and a flash flood watch that carries on from that point on into early tomorrow morning. And as I said, we have rain all the way back to the Wabash River. It's going to take 2, 3, 4 hours to get this entire bulk of rain on through the Louisville area. But as we head on towards 3 or 4 o'clock Sunday morning, I think we're going to see the bulk of this precipitation finally ease off to our east and south. Currently in Louisville, under cloudy, rainy skies, it is 65 degrees, 100% humidity, a southwest wind at 10. This will become northwesterly later on tonight as the cold front moves through. Pressure is falling at 29.77. Now, not too terribly impressive, the highs and lows. Yes, very warm, 66, 59, but this very impressive. 9.6 inches of rain out at the National Weather Service office as of 10 o'clock this evening. This shatters the old 24-hour record of 9.68 inches. I'm sorry, 6.5 inches of rain in a 24-hour period of time. So this shatters the old record. This is as much rain as we've ever gotten in a 24-hour period of time. From 9:30 Friday night to 9:30 this night, this is how much rain has been recorded, and we've added to this. By the time the rain is ended, wouldn't be surprised to see a 10 or an 11-inch total out of all this. Total for the month of March. Now, it's a little difference because the rain started last evening in February and continued into March 1st. This is our March total. That is also a record wet March 1st, and it looks like we're going to have a very wet month of March shaping up. May not be the wettest, but it's going to be up there, I'm sure, in the top 5 or 10. Now let's take a look at our forecast for tonight. We're talking about a flood watch continuing after midnight. Up until midnight, if you're listening to us, watching us, you're under a flash flood warning. After midnight, it is a flood watch that will continue. 52 degrees will be our low temperature. Now the heavier rain and thunderstorm activity will be diminishing here over the next several hours, but won't be exiting until at least 3 or 4 o'clock this Sunday morning. Now, I think all the showers will be pretty much out of here by early morning. Can't rule out a renegade shower by daybreak, but the bulk of rain, the heavy rain, as I said, getting out before daybreak. 58 will be our high tomorrow, down to 34 degrees tomorrow night. Looks nice for Monday before Another round of showers and thunderstorms possible.
We do not like renegade showers. Now,
we'll take a renegade shower other than the entire
big
army.
But this is the first time that tonight you haven't said, and there's another system behind this one.
This is the other system behind all the other ones that we've talked about all day long.
And by the way, we're still going to be here, you and I, even though these guys might be gone after the news. As that weather comes through, and if there are any problems, we will cut in and let you know what's going on. Now, we want to give you some phone numbers.
On our way up to midnight and possibly beyond as our coverage rolls along here tonight.
That's right. Welcome back to our expanded news coverage. Now we want to get an update on the weather outside. We're going to check in with Ken Schultz for the latest. Ken?
And taking a look at NextRad radar, again, we're tracking a line of intense thunderstorms, not necessarily severe here, but capable of producing torrential rains once again over parts of south central and southeastern Jefferson County, around Okolona and Fern Creek, all the way through eastern Bullock County. You get into eastern sections of Hardin, Grayson, back into Edmondson, towards Barron, Simpson County, Allen County, all under the gun with heavy and in some cases very intense thunderstorms, especially down around Bowling Green, which we'll talk about in a second or two. But more importantly for us, this line is capable of producing those really torrential downpours, which could deposit a ½ inch to 3/4 of an inch of rain in any one community in about an hour's time. Now, it'd be fine and dandy if that was the only area of rain left to go through, but as you can see, still quite a large area of rain, some of that moderately heavy, stretching across southern Indiana, all the way back into the Evansville and Paducah areas, and this is the way the precipitation is flowing from the southwest to the northeast, so it's going to take a little while to get it on through here. We do see the end of it occurring back across parts of western Indiana, back into southern Illinois. The rain is coming to an end, but again, precipitation moving this way, not necessarily this way, so it's going to take a little longer to get it on through here, but we're still looking for the rain to start tapering off and just reduced into some light rain or scattered shower activity as we get on, let's say, past 3 or 4 o'clock this Sunday morning. Now, we're getting some updated river information around the region, and just to bring you up to date quickly, some southern Indiana rivers. The Muscatatuck River at Deputy is going to be cresting about 9.5 feet above flood stage Sunday evening. The Blue River at Fredericksburg, Indiana, is expected to crest about 24 feet tomorrow. That's 4 feet above flood stage tomorrow afternoon. And again, all these will be revised. The Ohio River here in Louisville expected to crest about 4 feet above flood stage along about midweek. So here's the current picture. Again, a lot of rain, light to moderate in intensity, a line of intense thunderstorms stretching from southern Louisville on down to Bowling Green. Now, Reed Gaden has been with me all through the afternoon and evening hours, keeping track of all the severe weather. And Reed, you're back in the Weather Center. Do we have anything additional to add to the list of severe weather this evening?
Yes, we do, Ken. We have one active area of severe weather that you mentioned on radar, and as a result of the reports they're getting, Allen County, Barron County, under a severe thunderstorm warning till 12:15 Eastern Standard Time, and this one just coming in. Greene, Metcalf, and Monroe County, severe thunderstorm warning until 12:45 Eastern Standard Time. There's the storm watch. You see the box covering most of Kentucky, or a good deal of Kentucky. That is a tornado watch area that will remain effective till 3 a.m. Does include the Louisville metro area. Now, we have just gotten word from the National Weather Service. The flash flood warning for the Louisville metro area and central Kentucky was due to expire at midnight. It will expire now at 2 a.m., or that's at least anticipated expiration time, so it has been extended. Flash flood warning for the Louisville metro area and central Kentucky extended now through 2 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Ken, that is the very latest in here.
Once that flash flood warning expires, the flash flood watch continues on until about daybreak Sunday morning. But I think, as you saw in our storm watch, we're starting to see counties in Illinois, Missouri, and Arkansas cleared of all watches and warnings. It's a good sign. It's a positive sign. A cold front is on the move. It's going to take a few hours to get through here again, maybe 3 a.m., 4 a.m. Sunday morning. But that is the end of this particular stormy weather episode. So a little bit of light, anyway, at the end of the tunnel.
It still has its grip here. We've had 2 more shelters open in the city, Ken. That comes to 3 in the city. Parkland Boys Club at 32nd and Greenwood is now open as a shelter, and the Portland Boys Club at 26th and Portland open as a shelter in the city. Well,